Okay, so now we are finding the sum of digits of a given number in C. Okay, so let us take the number 567. What is the number here? 567. So what is the sum of the digits? 5 plus 6 plus 7 equals to 18. That is the sum. So we have already discussed about the reverse number in the previous video, the same, but the little difference here, there it is a reverse 765. There we find the reverse of a given number. Here we finding the how many digits in a number. We have to find the sum of the digits of a given number, that is a 5 plus 6 plus 7. We get the answer 18. Either it is a 2 digit or it is a 3 digit or it is a 4 digit. We find the sum. Now let us take the number of the 4 digit 4967. This is a number. Okay, then let the number n equals to 4967. Here find the sum. 4 plus 9 plus 6 plus 7. Okay, what is the answer? That is the we get in the output. So here we are writing a program to find the sum. So we have already discussed in any number. Okay, so what we want, we require the last digit of a number. So how we separate the last digit of a number? We must do modulus 10. So any number, if we divide with the 10, what is the remainder? Okay, that is the last digit of a number. Okay, let us see. So here we are dividing the 4967 with the 10. So what is the remainder here? 7. So by doing this, by calculating this, we get the remainder. So like that we will separate all the digits and we find the sum. Okay, so how we find? Here we require the variables s, n, okay, x. Let us assume these are the variables we require. Okay, now initially s equals to 0. So because we are finding the sum, that's why we declare the variable s0. And next, what is the n here? Something, any number, that is the input. Any number, let us take 786, that is the input. Okay, now first assign this. Okay, so if we require x, otherwise no need to. Now initially what is x? What we are doing here? N modulus 10. What we are doing here? N modulus 10. So what is the n value? 786. 786 modulus 10. So what is the answer? 6. Okay, now store this 6 in s. Okay, so what is this? N modulus 10. So after calculating this, what the value? We stored in the s. Now again, so what we need here? 70. We need the last digit. Okay, now complete separate the 6 value. So what we do? N equals to n by 10. What is n by 10? What we get here? N by 10 means quotient. What we get here? Quotient. Okay, 786 by 10. 786. 10 7 ja 70, 86. 10 8 ja 86 remainder. So 78. Now assign this 78 to the n now. Okay, now the value changes. What is s value? Initially s equals to 0. After performing this calculation, the s equals to 6. Then what is n value? 78. N is 78. Now again do the same calculation. Okay, n modulus 10. What is n modulus 10? 78 modulus 10. What is 78 modulus 10? 8. Okay, now we have to add, we have to assign this to the s. Okay, but if we assign this yes to the s, the 6 is removed and 8 is stored. But we do not want like that. What we want to do? It must be add. The 6 must be add with the 8. Okay, so to add the 6 must be with the 8. S equals to s plus. What we are writing here? We are changing the instruction. Okay, s equals to, changing the logic, s equals to s plus n modulus 10. Before n equals to 6. Now 8. 6 plus 8, 14. Next, n equals to n by 10. So these two steps are going to repeat until the condition becomes false. Here we use the loop because everything will write in the loop because to go to the next digit iteration. Now let us write by using the same steps. It will be clear to you if you write the neatly. Okay, void main. Now, so what are the variables we require? Yes, n. Okay, now give the input to the n. Scanf %d ampersand n. Next, initially s equals to 0. Here we write the condition while n not equals to 0. Okay, because later on the n value is it is less than the 0, so that's why here n not equals to 0. So what is the condition, what is the step here? S equals to s plus n modulus 10. Okay, because initially s equals to 0, what is the n value? N modulus 10. Here we get the remainder, so the remainder is assigned to the s. Next time it is add with the s, like that. N equals to n by 10, that's all. Okay, so here we get the s value, sum of digits of a given number. So where it is stored, sum of digits of a given number? In s, percentile d, that is the s. Okay, now let us see. Now let us see the output execution, how it takes place. Okay, so first giving the input. Okay, what is the input here? 123. Let us assume what is the input here? 123. What is initial s value? 0. Now check the condition. 123 not equals to 0. Yes, it is true. Now enter into the loop. What is the initial s value? 0 plus what is n value? 123. 123 modulus 10. What is the answer of 123 modulus 10? 3. Okay, 3 plus 0, 3 is assigned to the s. Now what is s value? 3. Okay, now go to the next step. So what is n value? 123. 123 by 10. What is the answer here? 123 by 10? 12. Now that is assigned to the n. Okay, so now again check the condition here. 12 not equals to 0. Yes, is it right? Yes, 12 not equals to 0. The condition satisfied. Now 12 not equals to 0. Condition satisfied. Again goes to the loop. Previously what is s value? 3. 3 plus 12 modulus 10. What is 12 modulus 10? 2. What is 3 plus 2? 5. Is assigned to the s. Now what is s value? 5. Okay, now 12 by 10. What is the answer? 12 by 10? 1. Okay, that is assigned to the n. Now what is n value? 1. 1 not equals to 0. 1 modulus next, in the next time 1 not equals to 0. 1 not equals to 0. Okay, the condition satisfied. Now s equals to s plus n modulus 10. This is the logic. Okay, 5. 5 plus 1 modulus 10 ante 1. Okay, 5 plus 1, 6. That is assigned to the s. Next, n equals to n by 10. 1 by 10 ante 0. What is n value? 0. Now check the condition. 0 not equals to 0. Condition false. The loop exit. Okay, the control comes out of the loop. What is the sum of digits of a given number? 6. Answer. Okay, so here the first the condition 123 not equals to 0. The condition satisfied. Next time 12 not equals to 0. The condition satisfied. Next 1 not equals to 0. Condition satisfied. At last the n value becomes 0. So at that time the condition becomes false. The control comes out of the loop here. Okay, so each and every time if the condition satisfied, each and every time what is going on? Initial s equals to 0. Here the remainder is added with the s. Okay, the next we get the quotient is assigned to the n, that is, and the next time the previous value and the remainder is added with the s. Okay, again we get the quotient is assigned to the n. It checks the condition, and next time the same, the process is repeats. Okay, until the condition becomes false. So in this manner we write the we find the sum of digits of a given number. Thank you.